the margin for error, knowing that it's small going into a game. Can you talk about the level of stress that you feel throughout the course of a game, knowing that, and does it wear on you mentally in a way that it wouldn't with other opponents?
Well, I can take it back, kind of the battles that I had with the Spurs when I was in Miami. You just knew that they would beat themselves. You just knew that, like, every possession when we was playing, San Antonio, when I was in Miami, you just knew that if you made a mistake, Manu, Tim, Tony, Pop would make you pay. And at times they did make us pay. And then you sprinkle in what Gary Neal did to us one game, what Danny Green did to us one game, then Kawhi, you could never relax. And when you have great basketball players, but also that can also think the game and be very cerebral about the game, that's what adds the level of stress, because you know that you can never, ever relax. And you should never want to relax. I mean, it's the finals, it's the playoffs. Even if it's a regular season game, you should always want to be on your toes. That's the part of competition is all about. So it adds to the level of stress. So when you have, Timmy D and Manu and Kawhi and Manu, and now you have Draymond and Clay, Steph, and KD, and then you sprinkle in Iguodala and Livingston and all those guys as well, it adds a level of stress, because you know that you can never relax. And if you relax, they make you pay, and making you pay could cost you a game. So it's tough, but it's all part of the competition, which I love, and which I continue to lace them up every night. So, but hopefully I got your answer for you.
Kevin, Mark Medina, Bay Area News Group. Just the fact that Clay and Steph weren't hitting shots early and you were, how much of your workload was kind of by design of carrying a larger load versus just it happening naturally?
It was just happening within the flow. I wasn't expecting to come out and shoot a lot of shots or just look to score. I was just trying to play great defense and run the plays that coach draws up and just run with, the flow of what our offense is like throughout the game. So I try not to think about just scoring. But, we struggled to shoot the ball early on, and I felt like I had some good looks, and, I just started asking for more of them, and, I was able to knock down some shots for us.
Third row on the left side.
Dan Feldman, NBC Sports. What did it mean to you, the enthusiasm Steph showed on a lot of your shots, especially because of the night he was having?
I just love that support from my teammates, and I think we all just support each other with a real childlike approach to the game, and that's rare in the NBA because we're all professionals, we're all grown men. But I think having guys that just get so excited about, a good play, a good block, or a good rotation, or a good shot, or a dagger shot. And I think everybody gets excited for the small parts of the game, and Steph is one of those guys that just brings that joy. And that's what the Warriors is all about. It's just us having some fun out there, but also being, poised and all those good words.
Tom and Anthony, last two questions back left.
Tom Reed, The Athletic. Kevin, as well as they played in the first half, I think they were up by like 13 with 4 minutes left in the half. How important was that spurt just to get to halftime down 6? You hit a few big key shots and your team got it to 6.
Yeah, we just we didn't want to panic and let them push the lead from 12 to 16, 17 going into the half. So we knew that they were knocking down shots, and we knew that we had some breakdowns that we can correct. And on the offensive side of the ball, we just kept moving the ball, finding the mismatches, and just being aggressive for all of us to score. I thought Jordan Bill was tremendous tonight. JaVale McGee was tremendous tonight, just giving us that, rim presence, somebody that can catch the lob and then open it up for everybody else. So, it's stuff that you really don't see as a normal fan or somebody watching the game. Like JaVale and Jordan brought that for us, and I think that was key. In the first half, at the end of the first half, those guys coming in, and Andre and the bench did a great job of kind of settling us down a little bit.
Hey, LeBron, Phil Barber, Santa Rosa Press Democrat. The core of this Cavs team has remained consistent the last few years, but you've got a lot of new teammates on this team from a few months ago. Are you confident that your teammates can mentally reset after this tough loss and be where they need to be for Game 4?
It's definitely a tough loss, and we had our chances. But we have another opportunity on Friday to win on our home floor. we've been, pretty good, throughout the postseason, and so that's a good thing for us that we have an opportunity to, extend the series, but we got to come out and we got to put 48 minutes. We know this team that we're going against are, the best. First of all, the best third quarter team in the NBA, and once again they showed that tonight by outscoring us by 8 after we had a lead at halftime. So we have to be dialed in and play like we did in the first half and in the fourth quarter tonight.
Kenny Rhoda, WHBC over here. You had a double-double in the first half, only 3 field goal attempts in the second half. Was it what Golden State did to take you out, or did the offense just not come to you?
I had a couple 3-point shots, I think, in the second half, and the other one I believe was a strip with Iguodala there at the end. But yeah, I think it was more so we got stagnant. I think we came out, we're ultra aggressive in that first half, myself included. But we've third quarter's kind of been our Achilles heel the whole year, and I've mentioned it. This whole series, I feel like I've been sitting here up here at the podium and answered the question the same way, is that Golden State is great in that third quarter. They fought back, they took the lead, and for us, we got stagnant again. We didn't move the ball, we didn't cut, we weren't getting to our usual spots that we like to get to starting the game. So I think that was mostly it.
Games 1 and 3, 2 very winnable games.
Yeah.
What's the difference with them up now 3-0 as opposed to maybe you guys being up 2-1?
I just think the margin of error against them is so little. I think that we fought very hard. Our schemes have been there. I know that KD had one of his games that'll go on his highlight reel, and one that was incredible even by his standards. And then we forced 2 other juggernauts in Clay and Steph into some very tough shots, and both guys didn't have the greatest game. So we gave ourselves a chance. Same thing in game 1. They just, like I said, that margin for error is so thin and so little against them that in some cases you almost have to be perfect.